I've been going through these tapes, obviously, as you've seen for the last few days, and I don't have any way currently, I'm working on it, to record or to capture them in color and with sound. But I've just been having way too much fun looking through these to do anything else when I get home at the end of the day. So I was trying to think of like, well, how do I make this, a little bit more engaging to people who are out of context, and I figured I'll at least talk about it. This footage is footage that actually my poor grandma sort of hounded me for years about, and I thought it was forever lost, but this is footage from the funeral of her father, so my great-grandfather. And there's a lot of people in this footage who are no longer living, and there's also just some great footage of people who no longer look like this. What I particularly love or find somewhat poetic about this is the gentleman on the left is my now late grandfather, who we were in this very room at his funeral, and the fact that I just have footage of him in this very room at a different funeral, it's very full circle. But that's him in his natural habitat, Mr. Handshake. He's always a really, really fun, just very fun guy. Always a good time. Good person to have around. So again, I can hear some of this through the camera, but I'm really looking forward to capturing all these tapes independently in their full form with color and audio so that I can re-edit some of this stuff, because I think it'd be really fun. This footage is from the same tape, but much later on. This is Cole, my brother Cole, and I filming badminton, which you can still go watch if you search on YouTube, Keller Smeller. The channel should come up, and it's just full of all the little short films that I made. I love that I pull him by his head right there. This video, for some reason, I particularly remember just being a lot of fun to film. I think it's just because at the time I really thought it came out well. But it's super random to watch the footage now, and of course all this was just filmed around our old house that we obviously don't live in anymore, so it's pretty fun to go back and look at some of this stuff. But he's so young, and I just cringe whenever I hear some of the audio from these, because I was just such a little asshole about making these videos. So I was really kind of a dick to my brother. But I love this shot here just because I love all the negative space. This is very much my personal style now. Kind of was as well back then. There's just some old chicken coops, old shed. It's just fun to look back at all this. This now is footage taken from a different tape that is of my senior project. So these are my two high school friends, Cooper Flanders on the left there, and then a gentleman named Corey Churchwell, who actually ended up coming to Colorado with me, and I lived with him for about a year, and we went to film school together. Although I have lost touch with him since. Then this shot was iconic because a bunch of my friends had been arrested for marijuana in this very spot, so that was sort of the joke in the film, and I just thought, I guess I was super edgy at the time for including it. But yeah, I look forward to going through more of this and editing more of this stuff in the future. But until then, I don't know, it's mostly just fun for myself and people who are either in this footage or maybe my family members.